Hello and welcome to Talk Bowling, episode 65. I'm John Congdon.
I'm Tony Rucco. Talk Bowling is proud to be bringing you the latest information from the bowling industry, bowling tips, and updates on the largest internet bowling website, bowlingball.com.
That's bowlingball.com. Sorry, it's a big nation thing. I was being silly.
Okay. John has an infatuation with Dig Nation. Just so everyone knows.
If you haven't seen it, watch it.
Maybe you'll fall in love too.
You enjoyed it when you were watching. I don't know why you stopped.
I watched one episode.
Really? I thought you watched multiple.
No.
Anyway, first question is from Dave. Transition? I really enjoy watching Talk Bowling, which we appreciate a lot.
Thanks,
My questions are, some league bowlers bring in several balls, 6, 8, or more. Is this really the way to go? I just bring in one strike ball and move until it works, which is usually the 10th frame of the third game.
Get it. I think there was a joke in there. Alright. Well, my suggestion is that you should have a minimum of 2 balls with you. I was always taught that you should have a spare ball with you, and at least a spare ball and a first ball or strike ball, whatever you want to call it. You should have as many balls as you need to get through the night, I guess, is really what you're going to have to do. 6 or 8 to go to league is a little excessive. Sometimes I think even 4 or 5 is a little excessive for league. I think normally you would see, I think your better bowlers are probably bringing 3 or 4 balls in. Unless you're bowling on a sport pattern or a PBA experience league or a league where they change the shot weekly, usually the shot stays the same from week to week. So once you find out what balls work for you, you just stay with those balls. Mm-hmm. You know, the other guys, I personally think those are the people that confuse themselves a little bit. They get too many options, they don't know what to do, and they change balls way too many times during the night.
And on leagues that are old, that was usually oiled just before your league, you're only bowling 3 games, so it's not going to change drastically once you kind of get your 2 or 3 ball combination down.
Yeah, that's like a weird Central Florida rule, what you're thinking, though. Most places do allow people to bowl on the lanes before league. Oh. That's like a weird thing that we have in this area, that we don't allow people to bowl on the lanes. Oh. But yeah, you're right. The lanes normally aren't going to break down that much, that you need that much stuff. You did make a good point in the notes that when you go to a tournament, it's a different situation. You could be bowling an 8 or 10 game tournament across 10 different pairs of lanes. Now I understand having more options with you. Mm-hmm. I still think most people just get more and more confused when they bring more bowling balls in. So I would say at least 2. If you go 3, that at least gives you some options on that first ball. Maybe you get a ball that reacts a little better earlier on in the night, so you're not holding so long for your that good reaction. But that's up to you.
We always say match the ball to the lane and try not to adjust your game too much.
Right.
And so if you can keep doing the same shot and just change your ball once or twice during the night, you're going to be better off in the long run.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of knowing what to change to. I made fun of a guy on my team last night because he went from a street rod to a virtual gravity switch. And for those that don't know, the virtual gravity is more aggressive, it hooks more, which as the night goes on, you normally don't need to go that direction.
Yeah, some people don't know what they're doing with that stuff.
Good question, and we really appreciate you watching.
Yes.
Question from Christian L0530. I don't know if we really need the full name, but
I don't know I don't know where that one was from. Maybe from YouTube. Or...
What is the total invasion? Never heard of it. I was just on the website and found nothing about a total invasion.
Yeah, good luck on that one. I'm still waiting on a response from some guys at Storm. Basically, all I did find is it does appear it's an overseas release. A lot of times Storm they'll take a few months after a master line or premier line ball release, they'll release a version of it for international only. Mm-hmm. The total invasion, to me, from what I could find, appears to be everything the same with maybe a little bit of a tweak on the cover stock. Sometimes they take it and go to like a hybrid cover, cover they use on another ball. They make it a really cool color and they only release it overseas. From time to time, bowlingball.com does get the chance to purchase some overruns of those balls. So bowlingball.com, I would say, is your best source for overseas Storm and Rotogrip stuff. At this point, we haven't seen or heard of the total invasion.
Right, we don't get them all. And
right.
it's not necessarily that the manufacturers make the ball for overseas. Isn't it usually overseas distributors say,
it could be, yeah, it could go both ways, right? The overseas distributor may say they want something special or something different, and then it would be a private label. From what I could tell, this is an actual international release.
Gotcha.
So it appears Storm did, and they probably made a tweak to make it an international release. But it's a cool looking ball. It's like a two-tone blue. It looks pretty cool. So hopefully we get a couple.
Okay, nice.
If not, maybe we'll get some more information. I did email Storm though, Christian. So if I get any more information, I'll post it somewhere for you to see.
Great. We appreciate the questions. If you want to contact us in the future, have any questions that you'd like answered on our show, please email us questions@talkbowling.com. Leave a comment on Talk Bowling. This is episode 65. You can leave it on any episode though. And you can reach us on Twitter @TalkBowling.
@TalkBowling.
Yes. This episode is brought to you by ShoeBuy. ShoeBuy.com is the world's largest site for shoes. They have over 750,000 products from 950 of the top name brands in all sizes, widths, colors for men, women, and children. ShoeBuy.com customers enjoy free shipping both ways in the U.S. And Talk Bowling viewers can save 10% on their purchases at ShoeBuy by entering the promotion code TALK during checkout. Help support us by supporting our affiliates. So yeah, I read it correctly this time.
Oh yes, that's right. You messed up last week.
You can't.
I just messed up.
I went with the flow. We don't have to read word for word. I guess.
You went with the flow.
I went with the flow.
Okay.
That's how I was feeling at the time.
That's what they do in Dig.
Yes.
Okay. Answer last week's question. What is the oldest certified bowling alley in the United States?
Well, we actually had two people answer this one, right? It is the Holler House in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes.
It was opened in 1908.
Yes, Wisconsin. All right. Congratulations at DaneWoJ, which was a Twitter, and Kingpin, who's our resident question answerer. Kingpin had some cool information though that he added. It first opened in 1908, September 13th, 1908, and the Holler House also still has 2 lanes that need pin buoys. They even have 5 15-pound wooden bowling balls. So very cool.
And Dane Woj said that he lives right down the street.
He lives right down the street, yeah, so it was an easy one for him. So that's kind of cool, yeah. They still have wooden bowling balls. I'd like to check that out.
I wonder if they allow you to use them or if they're just on display.
I don't know.
I don't know that you would want to use them, but...
I want to use them.
All right, what's this week's question?
This week's question is, who has the most USBC sanctioned 800 series?
I don't know.
It's a lot.
I just read that. Holy cow.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than I'll ever see.
Wow. That's... that person must bowl 7 days a week.
Serious business.
3 leagues a day.
Serious business.
Wow. All right, close it. Any other? No. Guess not.
No, I got nothing, I don't think.
No other news from the industry?
I'm thinking. No.
All right, well, we'll bring you the best news from the industry right now. Please remember that bowlingball.com is free shipping on every item, every day. No hidden handling fees, no packaging fees, free insurance on every order shipped from us. The price shown is the price you pay, no surprises.
That's right.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks a lot.